Hey guys, what's going on? Just a quick live stream to let you know that I am still alive. Took Hutch Homestead's challenge, bug out bag weekend, and like an asshole, I do it during the fucking 5-degree weather. So anyway, how's it going tonight? How do I look and how do I sound? Rather, how do I sound? I know how I look. Very good. Thank you guys. So I'm just using my phone tonight. I'm not using the whole setup. I did bring a light, so I bought something with me called a tech bag. So that allows me to, bring some of my toys with me just in case I wanted to do a live stream. So I wasn't sure if I was going to do the live stream. Sorry about the shadow. That's better. All right. This will have to do. So I keep getting these wicked cramps. EDCTV, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. I keep getting these wicked muscle spasms in my leg because I think I'm dehydrated. So I got to drink water. Yes, that's what I was thinking. I think it's the water that I haven't been drinking all day. I was able to keep this bottle from freezing. So hold on. There we go. I'm already getting some ice in this water. Yeah, probably low potassium. You're right. I was getting wicked leg cramps, and I was getting some serious abdominal cramps too, like muscle spasms, if you will. But I guess that's because of all the work I was doing today, and I wasn't doing any I wasn't really eating, and I wasn't really drinking water. I was cutting a lot of wood. I was getting this fire started, so I'm actually on Shane Hobel's land here in Hopewell Junction. So he allowed me to use it for this. Michelle and Tony Dawson, I'm in the tent because I'm doing Hutch Homestead's bug out bag weekend. So it was actually not a weekend; it was an overnight, and he wanted to see who would take the challenge. And like an asshole, I took the challenge. So, oh boy, sorry guys, trying to stretch out these leg cramps. Not too bad. What's going on, James? So anyway, guys, like I said, I did the challenge, and listen, the whole thing with bugging out, it's you absolutely do it. You do it if you absolutely have to. I wouldn't bug out unless I absolutely had to, but it's a necessary skill, and being out here teaches you a lot. So you shouldn't learn how to bug out when it's time to bug out. You should actually be uh, practicing beforehand. Delta Fart, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thanks again. All right, so you practice this shit beforehand. Sorry about that shadow. And Irish Rebel, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. I'm pretty sure if I had spam, my leg cramps would go away. But whatever. So it's not that bad, guys. It's only the last time I checked, I think it was like 12 degrees. Real feel is 7 or something like that. That's not too bad. Oh, by the way, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival came up here today to hang out with me for a little bit. So he is my witness that I am out here in the snow camping in this small ass tent. This tent is tiny, but you need a small tent for winter camping. So it's not the small tent is to keep as much heat as you possibly can in, but I also have something called a Yuko candle, which is this right here. If you guys can see it, there. That's the Yuko candle. So hopefully that'll provide some warmth. It's worked in the past, but I've never had it uh, in 12 degrees weather. So we'll see. We'll see whether or not well, die from this. But anyway, listen, I'm not going to. There is no dying from this. I've slept in way worse than this. I slept in minus 27 degrees. This 5 degrees is a walk in the park. It's not that bad. Ours Martin, the family's not practicing because they would. First of all, the wife's not tolerating this shit. That's number one. So she's not coming out here to do it. Um, and secondly, like I said, it was just a quick challenge that I accepted from Homestead, whose channel you should head over to, by the way, guys. Also, again, Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. You should head over to his channel as well. Prepper Days, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. And you should head over to his channel and like and subscribe. He doesn't have a video yet, but fuck it. Just trust me, you'll like his videos. You won't be disappointed. Listen, I don't think I was gonna get. You can no, yeah, JB, you're right. So a lot of people that thank you for bringing that up, JB. A lot of people will YouTube this shit and read it for days and watch it for days. But you actually have to come out here and practice this shit. So yes, I did have a fire going. If you look in the community board, you'll see the fire that I not that I started, but we built. So the guy Shane that I was on the land with, he helped me build the fire. Um, Another tip, guys, when you get to your location, you got to pitch a tent before the sun goes down. I was putting this fucking thing together while the sun was down, and it was fucking freezing. The wind at that very moment started whipping up. It was insane. Uh, nice dark side. Listen, I don't have a problem staying out here. I have enough food. I have enough water. I could probably spend about a week out here, and I'd be fine. Kathy, I'm not going to get a bad cold. I'm usually I usually don't get sick from this. Usually. Colleen, I'm sort of warm. I mean, I got this sleeping bag. This is a Teton, 0 degree bag, and I also have a wool blanket behind me. So if it gets really cold, I could throw the wool blanket over me. Now, we're gonna touch on. Well, I'm gonna touch on winter bug out bags. Winter bug out bags, guys. It's a You have to change everything inside, but it also depends on how cold it gets in your area. So, I mean, here, for example, this is upstate New York. This is, like I said, 12 degrees. They said the real feel is 7. Um, I don't know. I'm inside the tent now. I've been in here for probably about an hour. So, right, Violet. Right, cold weather doesn't make you sick. So anyway, I'm enjoying the shit out of this, and I figured that I do the the bug out bag weekend. Sorry, the bug out bag weekend or challenge. Sorry, by Hutch Homestead, because I saw where he was, and it seems to be a lot warmer than us, a lot warmer than here. Roots, I can definitely keep the fire going, but not tonight. I was actually going to sleep by the fire, so I'm gonna do a video tomorrow morning, like a real quick video on how this all turned out. But I'm gonna show you that we dug a like a berm, if you will. Kevin Grip, thank you for the donation. We dug like a berm, if you will, and set the fire in there and used the snow as a reflective wall all the way around. So it got warm to a point where I could have slept on the snow, obviously on a tarp or something, and I would have been fine. But I was too tired to deal with that shit, so I said, "Fuck it." And plus, we didn't. There wasn't enough wood. I didn't get enough wood because I was late to the game. Again, shooting the shit with Shane about the land and the business and stuff like that. It's just the time got away from us, and then that was it. Delta, I have a plastic tarp under my tent. I also have a obviously an air mat that I'm sleeping on as well, and I also have snow underneath me. So the snow is not the snow acts as an insulator as well. So right now I'm very warm. like sitting on, uh, I guess a warm plate, if you will. I don't know what the hell that means, but it's nice and warm. Like I said, I'm gonna light the Yuko candle up once I'm done with this video. I mean live stream. But Klinger, McKay, thank you. Appreciate the donation. So guys, again, this is bugging out is a something that you don't want to do, but you definitely gotta practice it. Who the hell should fucking bug out or wants to bug out and never practice it? And obviously, the more shit you practice, the more skills you gain, the less you carry. So my bug out bag right now is predominantly just a sleeping bag, cold weather gear, and then the 16 Cs, right? And the 16 Cs off the top of my head, I can never remember, but it's like cutting tool, cutting element, sorry, cutting tool, covering element, container, cordage, which is like, rope and shit, 550 cord, cargo tape, critical care kit, cash, clean water. Let's see. That's all I can remember right now. But again, guys, it's something that needs to be practiced, and I'm 1,000% sure I couldn't get anybody else to do this with me. Plus, my buddy who would have probably done this with me, I let him know like super late. Yeah, like I said, at 12 degrees right now, right? The real feel, they said 7. Can I pan around the tent? There's not much to see. There really isn't. There's not much behind me. I mean, this is a tight tent. And then you have, hold on. Well, let's do this. Let's be professional about this. And then you got this, my stage light, if you will, the Yuko candle, and then the sleeping bag. So I also have this red thing here in the corner, guys. That red thing is also like a thermal blanket. It's a thin thermal blanket. It makes, it gives your bag or adds 5 degrees or 10 degrees to your bag. So also on top of the wool blanket, if I need it, I can use that as well. So I always pack a lot of cold weather shit just in case it gets really, really bad, right? But I mean, other than that, guys, and my bag is actually outside here. So I have a foyer area, a small one, very tiny one, and it's out here. So it's right next to the tent, and my boots and stuff are on this side of the tent. So that should be, that's how I have everything set up. So someone said it's nice and cozy. It isn't bad. Guys, cold weather camping is more mind over matter, if you will. So if you, and then it also depends on you as well. I mean, if you're low in iron, obviously you're going to be cold, right? If you don't eat meat, vegans for the most part are usually colder than those who eat meat because they have less fat to burn off. But the for the rest of us, it's usually mind over matter, and if you dress right and you do things accordingly, you'll be fine. When you don't do things and try to be a hero or do shit like a couple that went camping, it had to have been like, I don't know, 23, 25 degrees. And this guy goes camping for the first time with his girlfriend in a hammock. These two go in a hammock, and I knew they weren't going to make the night. They didn't even make the first 2 hours as soon as the sun went down. And the guy came back over, and me and him got into a bit of an argument before that. The guy came back over and apologized because he sort of kicked me out of my spot. So he comes over and he apologizes, and he's like, "Oh, man." I said, "You leaving, right?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "It's too cold, no?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "That was a bad move bringing her out here in her first time in the cold. Nobody wants to go camping for their first time in the freezing cold. They just don't. You gotta ease them into this. Right now, if you're going to practice your bug out bag, I do not recommend coming out here in the wintertime. That's out. You should never, your first go at a bug out bag weekend or trying your bug out bag should never be during cold weather. You have to build your knowledge for cold weather camping. You cannot just look at YouTube, buy all the shit, and then come out here and do it. It don't work that way. You're definitely going to get hurt, or if not hurt, die if you come out here in the wrong temperature. Sometimes, guys, the temperature can switch so fucking fast. You could be, you know, let's say Yellowstone camping, and out of nowhere, a storm comes in over the mountain, and it's a snowstorm, and the temperature dropped all the way down to fucking 20 degrees from 60 degrees. That alone shocks the body. So you definitely have to warm up to this. You have to practice. You can't just jump right into it. Now, the Kabuti, if I'm saying it right, I would have definitely bushcraft had I had a better setup, or not setup, my gear with me. I didn't bring my bushcraft gear with me, so I just wanted to make it easy as possible. And this is easy, guys. A tent, a sleeping bag, a wool blanket, very easy, right? And if you have a Yuko candle, now this Yuko candle thing, guys, they have one that has 3 candles in it. This is one. The 3 candle one I heard can heat your tent up like you wouldn't believe. So the one is okay. I know it cuts some of the cold air out, but the three candle stack, that's the one you need to get if you're gonna get one of these things. Especially in the tent is small, it adds nice heat to it. All right, guys. So anyway, any questions? By all means, fire away. Other than that, I'm probably gonna end it in probably about 12 minutes. I'm gonna try to give it a good half hour, and then I forgot who's coming on after me. Somebody else is coming on. I think it's Prepper Tribe and Prepping for Life. They should have a live stream on right after this. Theirs is starting at 10 o'clock, I think. Oh, Prepper Gemini. So I really didn't need anything. I was going to, and earlier I had to admit I had a cheeseburger, but I was going to eat the what you call a food, but I just wasn't hungry after that. So I was like, fuck it. I'm getting hungry now. I'm not about to get out of my bag and go make something to eat. The fire is still going. There's embers outside, not right outside, but in the fire pit. But I'm not about to go outside and make something to eat. So fuck it. I wake up in the morning and make something to eat and then bounce. Hashtag snow for Luke. All right, North Shore preparedness. Hashtag snow for Luke. Can somebody please fill me in on that? But I'm shouting it out. Is Prepper Nation in here? So my screen, guys, obviously it's a little smaller, so I can't see much, and it goes by really fast on here. I didn't fix my what you call it. Billy the cab driver. I went to Dave Canterbury's survival school. I went to his survival school out in Ohio, and I came to this survival school here, the one that Shane runs, Mountain Scout Survival. So I've been to 2 survival schools, guys, and that's the other thing, guys. Go to survival schools. Go to your local survival school. If you live in this area, Mountain Scout Survival is a good survival school to come to. If you live out west somewhere, look up Cody Lundeen, right? Go to these decent survival schools and first of all support them. 1, 2, learn some skills, man. These skills are important. All right, North Shore Preparedness. Do me a favor. Just send me an email. I get it. Boy has leukemia. Wants pics and vids of snows. Is all. Okay. I got a couple of pictures of snow and stuff and snowing around fire. So that'll work. All right, guys. So you know the routine. 632 watching. Could you please hit the like button? Make sure. Or the thumbs down, whatever makes you happy, whatever floats your boat. Thumbs down tonight. Might kill me because it's so cold. I might get depressed. I might cry. I might cry all my tears out. Um, all right, North Shore. Thanks for the text. Then standing by for the text. Oh, Jacob. Right. So I did forget. Well, I forgot two things. I forgot my battery charger for my phone, and I forgot my headlamp. So what I wind up using was Hudson Valley Prepping and Survivals. He lent me his or gave it to me. And I also had the light on my phone, so I used that. But what I did use before any of that is I was using the moonlight. So it wasn't there was a sliver of a moon. It generated some light that bounced off the snow that gave me enough light to operate around. But once the snow went down, I had to use the headlamp. But other than that, there wasn't much I forgot. I thought I had, and here's the thing: I went over a checklist before I came out here. I said I have this and I have that. It's in the car. It wasn't in the fucking car. It was fucking home, right? I could have sworn it was in the cup holder, and when I got in, it was gone. So, listen, such is life. And even if I didn't have a headlamp, I would have fucking just I would have just adapted to it. That's all. You know, I would have. You don't. How do I say this? If you forget something, guys, you adapt. Right? A headlamp's not that important, but it would have been nice to have. The battery charger's not that important, but it's nice to have. If you're bugging out, though, you want to have these things so that you don't make these mistakes. And I had another what you call it, another headlamp, and the battery exploded in it. So I have so many headlamps, and then either I wind up forgetting them or the battery explodes or they just stop working. So you know. So also, guys, it was brought to my attention that YouTube is again unsubscribing people. It's not just my channel; it's a lot of other channels. So do yourself a favor, double check some of the channels. If you realize one of the channels that you like are not producing any videos anymore, that's probably because you were unsubscribed from the channel for whatever fucking reason. Who knows? Um, it was just one of those. It's just one of those things that YouTube's doing. So, Justin, what do you mean about December 21st? Varsity, I don't think it would explode strapped to my head. I hope not. Roberto, I don't, not in a tent. I would go outside. But prepping outside the box, why did you lose 10 subscribers today? You should have a torch with a headlamp. Candace, I do have a torch, but the battery died. The cold was fucking, it's cold out here. And it zapped the battery. So, the other easy fix to that, guys, is that if it zaps your battery, put it in the sleeping bag with you to let it warm up again. I had the same problem with my lighter. My lighter got zapped, or the cold zapped it, and it wouldn't work. So I had to put it in my pants and then heat it up, if that makes any sense. Gemini Prepper, man, thank you for the donation. December 21st, Trump order is running out. All right. I think, look, guys, I don't think there's nothing much more that can be done with the election. It really is done. It's, and I'm not even looking at I'm not even listening to like CNN and those assholes. I'm just thinking it's over. You know, like he's got to let it go. Oh, beanie with a headlamp in it? I guess. I mean, a headlamp on the beanie is fine. But yeah, I guess two birds with one stone. And you know what? And you're right. And I probably would never forget it. But that's live chat. Boom. That's a good idea. Thank you for that. I gotta look it up. Be charming. We'll see. I'm not getting my hopes up. Let's put it like that. All right, no Cho, thank you for that. I'll respond to the text after this in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I'm gonna go off. Uh, Swatch fan, if I'm Swack, if I'm saying the name right, I have an emergency blanket. The emergency blanket is in my wilderness belt. My wilderness belt is outside here. So my wilderness belt also has survival gear on it, just in case I uh, I get lost without my bag. If I get lost without my bag, I have the wilderness belt that will sustain me overnight. I could probably last a couple days with it if I use it right, but it's able to start a fire, build a shelter, and keep warm throughout the night with the wilderness belt. So on my wilderness belt, I have all the shit that I need, except a flashlight, or sorry, a headlamp. So other than that, and like I said, I was pretty prepared. Just a headlamp and the battery charger. What's going on, Liz? Night Scout. We'll do Liberty airbrushing. Matter of fact, Liberty airbrushing or whoever, send me a link on those beanies with the headlamps in it. I'm curious about it. The only reason why I'm asking you to send me the link because I'll probably wind up forgetting. On Smash Media, I am camping in the woods. There's no other place I can camp. Can't camp in New York City. Well, I'm pretty sure I can camp in New York City now with all the homeless doing what they're doing. Prepper 21, no corned beef hash for me. Johnny, I bought the radio with me, but I don't have a ham radio on me, like with me. But I bought the radio because communications is also on the list. Chris, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. The uh, the candle name is Yuko, so it's UCO Candle Lantern. They make a one candle model and they have a three candle model. The three candle model is the one you want to go with. Tin Man, I have what is that called? Peak freeze dried food. So Canadian Prepper did a video on freeze dried food, and the freeze dried food he was talking about was premium freeze dried food, and it's called Peak something, and this shit is legit. It's like probably the best um, freeze dried food on the market, but it is expensive, but it is definitely worth the money. So it comes in single packs. I think each pack is like $13 to $14, but it's worth it. Prepper 101. I'm only doing an overnight, and then after that, I get to go home. Now, the one thing about this camping out in the cold, guys, the other problem is getting your body temperature back up. So now, undoubtedly, my body temperature is going to be lower just being out here all day and all night. So when I get home, I'm going to be constantly cold, and I just have to heat myself up again, obviously with eating and staying warm for the next 24 hours after I get home. But you know, it's just one of those sacrifices. So imagine bugging out for days in the cold, like the Everest guys do, guys that are climbing Everest, right? They're experiencing low temperature cold for days, and it wears on the body, but you got to push through it. I have Tin Man. I haven't tried for Patriots yet, but I heard it was good. Listen, a lot of the freeze dried food, guys, it's good. It has the nutrients you need, especially nutrient survival. Those type of freeze dried foods have, good how you say nutrients behind it. But it's not like the premium shit. The premium shit is like the caviar of freeze dried foods. Elisa Smith. I'm not nervous being out here by myself. Terry, I do have food. I bought just one pack of freeze dried food because I'm only doing an overnight. A lot of my weight came from the water, by the way. So my pack. Someone asked me how much it weighed. I said about 50 pounds. A lot of it came from the water. So when I walk out of here, which is not far, when I walk out of here, I dump the water. Dump the water lightens the pack, and I get to move faster, right? But a winter bug out bag is a lot heavier because of all the shit you have inside. Frank, I'm staying warm just by the thermal I have on, right? the wool beanie I have on. I have a 0 degree sleeping bag. I'm gonna light again this Yuko candle when the video is done. Fine. I'll be fine. My nuts won't freeze tonight, so it'll be okay. The only thing I have to worry about is actually I don't have anything to worry about tonight. The restroom. Someone's asking me about the restroom. I just go out and take a piss. That's all. Foxtrot. I'm in Hopewell Junction. Hopewell Junction, upstate New York. You know, so it'll be fine. Yes, Jackson. I don't know how to say your name. Zericor Jackson. Yeah, just take a piss outside the tent here. You know, it'll be fine. Last prepper standing. The bag usually weighs I'm between 35, 40 pounds. It's a little heavier because it's winter shit. Right? So winter stuff, it's a little heavier because you're packing more of it. You're packing more supplies. No, I didn't bring spam with me. And BS, I don't have any weapons other than my my knife. My BK knife, which is on my wilderness belt. Roberto Lopez, do not drink alcohol in the cold. What happens is you feel warm and you feel toasty and warm, and then you keep drinking until you're drunk, until your body doesn't know the difference anymore, and you wind up dying from hypothermia because now you're drunk and your brain is tricking your body into thinking it's warm. So you never drink alcohol out here. You can drink some responsibly, but you can't get crazy. Someone asked me a question about CO2. A Scrappy Cat, no CO2 from the candle, and plus I have a vent. Well, I have this right here, so I'll crack this a little bit, and it'll vent out of here, and there's a vent hole right up there, so it's fine. It's fine. I'm not, the CO2 levels I'm not worried about. Jesus, this fucking phone. Sorry, guys, about the chat today. I forgot to slow it down, but whatever. Yeah, I've done that, and mine is 27. I've got up to go take a piss, and man, that was fucking cold. You want to talk about cold? You want to talk about your dick freezing off? That was it. That was the shit. Nunya, yeah, I'm not far from you. I mean, I don't know where you are, but right, I'm not far, so you know how cold it is. John Kelly, the temp now is 12 degrees. The low is going to be 9 degrees around 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So it is what it is. What I try to do in the mornings, I get up, I do a couple push-ups, I get the body warm, I get dressed, I get out, and I pack everything like my life depended on it so I can get the hell out of here. James, I didn't work today, I worked last night. Chris, I might cook some breakfast or I might just get out of here. I'm not sure yet. I'm probably just going to get out of here, considering that once the bug out bag challenge is done, it's good. Yeah, liquor prepper, exactly. I'm just distancing from everyone. So, like I said, I'm on my buddy's Shane's land, and his land is I mean, he's here, but he's like probably half a mile away from me, right? In his pavilion tent. Thank you for the donation, capital currency, and I will stay warm. All right, guys. Other than that, I did say I was keeping on for half an hour. Sorry for going over. I'm gonna go to sleep because I was tired. I was tired fucking hours ago. Candace, this is not my first time winter camping. My first experience winter camping, me and my buddy almost died of hypothermia, but we made it through that night. And after that, my lowest was minus 27 degrees with winter camping. So this is a walk in the park. My first, no, actually, my very first time winter camping, I was like 16. And that was a shitty night. I was sleeping in a summer bag, and the guy I went with, I had to use a space blanket. Not an emergency blanket. These were when they had space blankets, and I used a space blanket to keep myself warm. I stuffed it in the bag, and it kept me warm through the whole night. So This is not my first rodeo, if you will. April, yeah, I saw the nurse fainting on TV. The nurse fainting on TV, um, that could have been for any reason. So if more people faint, then yes, we'll definitely, listen, I don't trust this thing uh, at all. You know, I don't trust the vaccine at all. So any little thing I don't want to harp on. I don't want to be that guy to be like, you see, look at that. But it doesn't vote well for the vaccine. A Scrappy Cat, yeah, the wool blanket will be going inside the bag, definitely. I'm not going to keep it on the outside because the one problem with keeping the wool blanket on the outside of a sleeping bag like this, made of this kind of material, is that the wool blanket winds up slipping off during the night. So to avoid it slipping off, you stick it in the bag with you. All right? All right, guys. So that's it for me. I'm going to call it quits. I'm going to actually go lay down. And thank you for joining me tonight. And do not forget to hit the like and subscribe. And Reckless, I'm doing an overnight challenge. Erica, I'm not losing my job. And you guys, everyone, take care. And again, thank you for joining me. Thank you for the donations. And thank you, moderators, for being on at the last possible minute. All right, guys. See you later.